The next speaker, Mrs. Kidashvili of Georgia.
Thank you very much. First of all, dear colleagues, let me call this Assembly to join efforts with the Ukrainian government, ensuring successful transition of Ukraine to a full-functioning democracy, even under the most severe conditions they are facing today. But it is crystal clear, and we should make it even more clear, that today's debate is not about the functioning of democratic institutions in Ukraine. It is also obvious that the two, today's and tomorrow's debates, are inseparable. We need to name things. We need to call the Russian Federation over and over again that they shall leave Crimea, they should stop provocations in eastern Ukraine, they should stop inspiration of war, and let Ukraine make its own choices and work its own progress. All we can do today is to stand firm in support of independent countries being unlucky to share the border with Russia. All we shall be doing today is to show our solidarity to the Ukrainian people, to show our readiness to the current leadership of Ukraine, whose determination to the democratic reforms, European integration, and holding free and fair elections is obvious. Today is the 9th of April. I cannot stop thinking about this day 25 years ago in my hometown, capital of Georgia, Tbilisi, when the Russian troops on this day 25 years ago have marched into the main street, crashed down the peaceful demonstration, leaving 20 dead, thousands injured, tens of thousands poisoned by the unidentified gas. We don't know till today what was the content of this gas, and people are still, including me, suffering from the consequences of that. As tragic that night was 25 years ago, one would have felt the end of empire, end of Russian boots on our soul. On that night, we have all believed that the world would not tolerate violence, imperial ambitions, and would fight for ensuring peace. We were killed, injured, poisoned, but still happy, believing that our fight for independence and freedom was successful. Unfortunately, after 25 years ago, it feels like we never left that moment. We are still there. Year after another, we are seeing Russian army, Russian troops, Russian boots, marching from one independent country to another. And it looks like it does not have a stop. They are pursuing their very clear aim, their very imperial cause, aimed at restoration of their imperial pride, and so far there is no response from the rest of the world. My dear colleagues, let me remind to those of you who are lost in the 20th century, Soviet Union is over. It is over. Georgia, Moldova, and Ukraine, as much unacceptable it is for some, are independent states. And they will stay as independent states. They will make their own choices, which they already made, actually. We choose peace over aggression. We chose freedom over occupation. We chose democracy over dictatorship. Russia is just a geographic neighbor that we wish to have good neighborhood relations with. And that is it. We don't want to live with them in the same state. It is as clear as that. These are our choices. This is our future. This is our destiny. These are the facts you cannot change. It is also a fact that the history has its logic, and sooner or later you will leave Crimea. You will leave Transnistria. You will definitely leave Abkhazia and South Ossetia, and it's historical facts because you are not in Prague or in Vilnius or in Tallinn anymore, and there is no Berlin Wall anymore. But before we go there today, as we speak in this House, whole Ukraine shall know that we stand all together with them in these difficult times, and we support their success to the future. And tomorrow, we should all give a very clear response to Russia that there is no place in this room for the people who are voting for aggression, occupation, and annexation of independent states. Thank you very much.